Yeah, I didn't know if you guys were in here, so I was standing at the door banging, nobody was listening, so they're all in there except for me, and I had to wait to call in. I just didn't want to walk around in the cold, I had to, maybe someone could be there. Hey there, sweetheart.
Long jump, high jump. Come down and get your steps. Long jump, high jump. Get your steps.
How you doing?
I was really sorry to hear about your troubles.
Oh, thanks.
Both of them, I'm amazed.
Yeah,
You've
my
had a
father-in-law, we kind of expected, obviously, not my wife, though.
No,
But,
I
yeah,
can
thanks.
see that.
I appreciate it.
Put it this way, I can't have any comprehension. Because if I lost my wife, I wouldn't know what I was doing.
Yeah,
You know, I'm sorry for you.
No, I
I'm sorry for
appreciate
your
it.
loss. I never know how to say it either. So
Yeah, no, it's hard, but I'm fine. I mean,
you're doing well.
yeah, we're doing okay. It's the first month was very tough, but it still is. But it's I got a lot of family and friends and stuff. It's, I appreciate it.
No, but I'm missing one right here. Yeah. Okay.
Coach might have some now. Hello.
Well,
Logan's coach is great. He just tweeted it all out. Because I didn't realize you had an 80-foot throw. So
65, yeah.
whatever, we had to back up, but the bounce goes all over the
He
doors.
could throw 65 feet today, so
So
that's...
we fixed it. I showed him the stream. They're all excited.
What's your estimate?
How long before we start?
A couple of 10 minutes, maybe?
Well, 10 minutes. That's pretty much sums it up here, right?
We got a printer issue, so I can't get the sheets up for you.
Okay.
They have been changed. The most recent one on mile split is the one.
Oh, that's the one I
Okay.
printed this
So
morning.
what time is it?
So I printed this
This one
morning.
here at 8:45 p.m. Nope, print up. It's the one that says today at 10:33. I had to make a couple
And
changes.
I can't print it up, but I can click it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and as soon as I get my printer working, I'll.
Tell me when you want to make a speech.
Is that the speaker? Can I just do it through here?
This is the mic, yeah.
Oh, they're
And-
still from here. Cause
Okay. The directions are on the back walls on the black stripe coming down. On how to do everything, go on everything. There's papers up there.
oh, there is?
Yep.
Okay.
But if you want to. Just ask for attention and go to it.
Just a reminder that today's meet will be live streamed on oceanstaterunning.com. So the directions are on the back wall upstairs on the second floor how to get to it, but just go to oceanstaterunning.com. We have an article that will have both live streams. And also out in the hallway, we do have Ocean State Running gear on sale, and this helps with putting on these live streams. So please support us here at OSR. But again, OSR will have a live stream of today's meet, including the weight events, the weight throw and the shot put, as well as the running events. Thank you.
And the results.
Is that you in the speaker?
Yeah, it was.
You may also
Yeah.
get immediate results on your phones, directions on how to do it, on the back wall, behind the stands, on the black stripe going down. Right, directions to how to find it on your phone, you get immediate results of all the events.
Oh, right. That's what he wanted me to say. Oops.
During the 1500s, when they're doing the check-in from the box. During the 1500s, that's when they're doing the check-in from 55 hurdles. Right after that, you should be able, after you check in, you should be able to go there.
Island.
Really?
Coach, should we be using tape or no? To mark or should
Of course they're not going to start at 12:30.
What's the price of that?
3,000. You want to what the events are?
Last call, check in for the 3K. Last call, check in for the 3,000.
You don't have a piece of paper or anything, do you?
Yes.
Volume down.
Do you want me to do the sections? Like section 1, section
Steve, do you have like how many heats there are?
2? Oh no, I'm fine. I can figure that out. I just want to know if you want me to do that.
Yeah?
Just a reminder for coaches, if you could assist with events today. Over at the weight row, we have one socket. At the shop, we have South Kingstown and Bishop Henderson over at the high jump. We have Trout, long jump,
That's the order of the
Wesley, EWG, and Henderson.
So how, do you have how many heats of each?
Yes.
You put like 1 or 2 or 3 down to that?
Monitoring the balcony and areas on the track floor. We have nobody as of right now. So keep nothing here for the brake line. We have Wesley. And then holding area on the track floor will be Barrington with socket.
You put 3 of these together or 2? Can't forget lunch, Steve.
Yeah, I know. What time do you want? Because we can, I think that my son can do it through Dropbox.
Yeah, I mean I can,
Or whatever, however you want to do it, just let us know and we'll
yeah, it depends where we're going. I don't know what we have here.
like I said,
I don't know if Allie will use Subway.
I'll look at what they have.
just look up on whatever's close by and we can just go through there, whatever works. Alright, so all those are coming. Should I go on now just to say
Yeah, that way Allie can test the volume. Allie?
which one is Chuck? Is it this one? Oh shoot, right just on?
Keep these in the middle. You've probably been on.
But what's the microphone one?
I've been turning them both. I'm not sure.
I think it was this one, right?
So you can take some pictures here.
Oh yeah, right.
I'll bring my camera.
I'll even come out like during a late I don't have to announce every lap. Ryan does this every time. Right before the meet, goes fast. It's not up there. You want me to do a test run?
Only people on the floor right now should be 3,000 runners.
I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing any sound on this.
What?
I'm not hearing any sound on this.
Should be on the floor.
Oh yeah. No, I hear something. I hear the microphone. Turn off.
Okay, we are live here at the Providence Career and Technical Academy Fieldhouse for the third day of divisional meets here at the PCTA. And shortly we'll be beginning the 3,000 meter run. So shortly we'll have the 3,000 meter run that should be going off any minute now. As you can see, they're on the line.
I can hear you fine now.
So scheduled in this heat, we have, it looks like, 11 runners. Evan Reynolds of Bishop Hendricken, Holden Vaughn of Barrington, Ben Barnes of the Prout School, Josh Breed of Bishop Hendricken, Garrett Daly of Burrville, Jesse Fitzell Jones of the Prout School, Nicholas Cozzolino of Westerly, Troy Silvestri of Bishop Hendricken, Jordan Free of Barrington, Finn Myatt of Barrington, and Camden Kelly of Westerly. So the top runner here to keep an eye on is in lane number 1, and that's, of course, Evan Reynolds. Reynolds was second in the cross-country state meet this past fall and won the Class A meet. But Evan comes in with an 8:44 best from last year's indoor meet where he was a runner-up. So he's our top returner in the 3K. So keep an eye on Evan Reynolds to take the pace out hard in this race. Evans is always one of these runners that comes to race, so I anticipate he'll be pushing the pace right from the gun.
4 by 200. 4 by 200.
And that is Evan Reynolds, like I said, pushing the pace right from the gun.
4 by 200. Check in.
So about 33 seconds after that first 200 for Evan Reynolds. And right behind him, Josh Breard and Troy Silvestri, also from the Hawks. And Holden Vaughn holding up fourth. And we are 2 laps into this race, just about 71 seconds for Evan Reynolds at that 400 split. Right around 140 at the 600. So Evan Reynolds taking charge early in this race. Right now, at least a 30-meter lead on Holden Vaughn of Barrington and two more of his teammates. Looks like about 2:16 at 800. These times right now are unofficial. We are going because we do not have a clock at the finish, but in that ballpark. So like I said, Evan coming off a very successful cross-country season where he was, again, won the Class A title and then came back the next week and finished second to Jack McLaughlin in an exciting race at the state championships. But last year, second in this event at the All-State meet. Behind LaSalle's Max DiMuccio. And like I said, Evan always comes to race. Rarely do you see him just holding back. He knew the people on the field, and he knew he had to take charge just like he's doing right now in order to get a fast time. So this is not surprising by Evan. So we go one more lap till he hits the mile mark. And he is increasing that lead. And it looks like Josh Breed in second, taking over second with Holden Vaughn and Troy Silvestri right behind. So it looks like 4:42 at the mile mark for Evan Reynolds. So a very fast pace.
1500, check in. Coaches, if you have an extra.
So if Evan keeps this up, he's going to definitely get under 850 for the 3,000, which is very fast at this early in the season.
Extra person here. Could use somebody in a high jump.
So Evan is a part of a Hendricken team that will be fighting for that state title as typical at next month's state meet, which is going to be at the end of the month. But certainly a team that's capable of doing it again with the depth that they have. And this event proving it right now. You got three people right there in the top four.
Ryan's fault. This kid here, right? I'm gonna walk this way.
So Evan Reynolds taking charge here in the first event of the day, the 3,000 meter run, just increasing that lead with each passing lap. But again, not surprising with how successful Evan has been over the last few years. It's obvious he's going for a fast time. So just to let you know, the teams competing in today's Dwyer division meet: Barrington, Bishop Hendricken, Exeter West Greenwich, as well as individuals from Johnston, Mount Hope, the Prout School, Rogers, South Kingstown, Westerly, and Woonsocket. And coming up, we're going to have the Headley division meet, which starts at 2:45, and then 5 o'clock the Bayhay division meet. So 1 lap to go for Evan Reynolds. This is the gun lap. And he is pouring it on to run a fast time today. And unofficially, we have him right around 8:55. So running solo in 8:55, an impressive performance by Evan Reynolds of Bishop Hendricken. Josh Breard and Holden Vaughn and Troy Silvestri. So we almost finished with the 3,000, the first event here at the Dwyer division meet. Coming up, we're going to have the 4x200, followed by the 1,500, the 55-meter hurdles, the 55-meter dash, the 600, the 300, the 1,000, and the 4x400. And check out our other feed. We do have a split screen on the shot put and the weight throw, so you can see both those events at the same time. So next up we'll have the 4x200 relay. And it looks like just one heat of that. We have the Prout School, Westerly, Bishop Hendricken, and Barrington. to try something. It's easy when I can hear it. So again, right on the track, we're going to have the 4x200 relay, the Prout School, Westerly, Bishop Hendricken, and Barrington. And as you can see, we have multiple cameras here today, so we just saw the long jump right now. But again, on the track is just one heat of the 4x200 meter relay, the Prout School, Westerly, Bishop Hendricken, and Barrington. So Hendricken taking charge here after the first exchange. Hendricken with a considerable lead and looking very, very strong in this race. This was an event Hendricken finished 4th at the state meet last year. Always seemed to have a very strong relay teams, particularly the 4x2. So about a 50-meter lead on second place. So Hendricken winning the 4x200 meter relay with ease.
Last call, 1500. I'm missing some Barrington and some Bishop Hendricken guys. Barrington and Bishop Hendricken, I'm missing you for the second heat. I need you to check in, please. 1500. First heat, 1500 should be at the starting line. First heat, 1500.
So as you can hear from Keith Lawton, our meet director here, the first heat of the 1500 will be on the track. And in the first heat, we have a Keller Sweet of South Kingstown, Braden Corbett of South Kingstown, Ethan Sweet of the Prout School, Colin Blavier of Burrville, Jack Sierra of Westerly, Ryan Martley of Burrville, and Jacob Delacedo of Westerly. So the first of two heats of the 1500 meter run. Now I'm looking at the second heat, and I do see Evan Reynolds' name in there. I'm curious if he's going to be coming right back and running that 1500 after running an 8:55 or in that range in the 3000. We'll get the official time soon. So it looks like we have 6 people in this first heat. Missing from the field looks like Ethan Sweet of the Prout School.
How, you're the first team?
And there's Ethan Sweet of Prout School making it to that starting line. So we do have all 7 that we announced at the starting line. So as you can see, we're going to have multiple angles at this meet. You just got to see the shot put, and here's the start of the 1500. And what we're happy to do too is also have a camera in that weight cage. Every year we seem to have some of the best weight throwers in the country, and not too many people get to witness it. Now everyone can witness it just by clicking on their link. Clicking on the link to see it.
Could I have Prout please report to the long jump? Prout jumpers, please report to the long jump.
So the start of the first heat of the 1500 meter run, and again, Carol Sweet of South Kingstown, Braden Corbett of South Kingstown, Ethan Sweet of the Prout School, Colin Boisvert of Burrville, Jake Sierra of Westerly, Ryan Martley of Burrville, and Jacob Delsato of Westerly.
Boys, 55 meters. Hurdles, not dash, hurdles.
And we have the Westerly teammates taking control right now, or at least taking the lead right now. It looks like 37 seconds after 200 meters.
You still got that feeling from the air out here.
So a bunched up pack here in the opening heat of the 1500. With Westerly's Jake Sierra and Jacob Delsato taking those top 2 spots. In about 77 seconds after the 400 mark. So they're going just over 5-minute pace. So 154, 155 at the 600, and now looks like Jake Sierra of Westerly trying to break this race open. Jake probably heard the 400 split, wasn't happy with it because it seems that's when he took off. So about 2:33 at the 800. And we have Burrville teammates Colin Boisvert and Ryan Martley taking those next 2 spots right now. So Jake Sierra of Westerly with at least a 75-meter lead on the pack, if not more. Just still might be a touch more. Right around 346, 347 at the 1500. So he's been at the 1200, I should say. So he's pretty much been running an even pace. So with 1 lap to go, about 4:06 on the clock. So Westerly's Jake Sierra looking like he's going to win this race by a convincing margin. And he's going to be just over 440 by the time he crosses that line. Just about 443, so just over a 5-minute pace for the 1500. So there's your winner, Jake Sierra of Westerly, winning heat number 1. So we got heat number 2 now coming to the line. We have 9 competitors, it looks like. Evan McGregor, Evan Reynolds, who just won the 3K not too long ago, of Bishop Hendricken, Robbie Davis of Barrington, Will Ballard of South Kingstown, Blake Sykes of the Prout School, Tanner Kelly of Westerly Park, Churnside of Exeter West Greenwich, Ryan Dwyer of Bishop Hendricken, and Adam Copeland of Barrington. So like I said, Evan Reynolds winning the 3K earlier in this meet, unofficially right around 8:54, 8:55, and now coming back and running the 1500. So he's one of our top seeds along with Evan McGregor, who has a 4:20 1500 meter best. And Evan Reynolds coming in here with a 4:05 best for the 1500. But again, just running the 3K probably 15 minutes earlier. So we got the Hendricken trio of Evan McGregor, Evan Reynolds, and Ryan Dwyer taking those 1, 2, 3 slots. With Evan Reynolds in the lead. And don't be surprised to see these 3 guys working together throughout this race. Looks like about 63 seconds, 64 seconds after 400. That's an unofficial time.
down here.
So Evan Reynolds, Ryan Dwyer, and Evan McGregor in those top three positions.
Track right now is the second heat of 1500, followed by the hurdles and dash. All hurdles and dash.
So number two, that the one with bid number two, that is Evan Reynolds. Evan McGregor with bid number one,
So coaches around.
and Ryan Dwyer with bid number
I need
8.
some help putting hurdles out and taking them off after. So any dash people, hurdles who have not checked in, we need you to do that, please.
And it looks like about 2:13, unofficially at the 800 mark.
Commercial for the track meet. In case you didn't notice,
Evan McGregor taking charge with Ryan Dwyer and Evan Reynolds right there in
all
third.
over the place, doing the field events as well as the running events. So your friends at home, your parents, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, they can all go have a chance to watch you live on television. And later today, you can actually go home and watch your race on the screen.
Yeah, so both Evan McGregor and Ryan Dwyer picking up the pace. And Evan Reynolds holding on to third after winning the 3K just 15 minutes earlier.
We also are encouraging you to use the booths out front. OceanStateRunning.com and Maritime Sports are selling equipment, shirts, running gear out in the lobby. We encourage you to buy from them. That is helping.
Evan McGregor looking very, very strong. Ryan Dwyer sticking right with them.
Thank you.
But it does look like Evan is starting to put some distance on his teammate. So the gun lap, and we have Evan McGregor right there in the lead with his teammate Ryan Dwyer right behind. And Ryan is really holding on strong, and he is starting to gain some ground on his teammate. And taking control on the last turn. So Ryan Dwyer putting on a nice little spurt there with just 50 meters to go to out-sprint his teammate to the finish. And unofficially around 4:13, but we'll get an accurate time on that soon. So that was the final heat, the final of two heats in the 1500. So next on the track is the 55-meter high hurdles. And we're going to have two heats of that. In the first heat, Clinton Hopkins of Barrington, Aiden Fry of Exeter West Greenwich, and Josiah Narr of Bishop Hendricken, all underclassmen. Fry being a freshman, and Hopkins and Narr being sophomores. So as you can see, we have cameras all over the place. We have two cameras on the track, a GoPro, and we have a camera at the shot put and the weight cage. And just to let you know, as far as the weight cage, we do have Woonsocket teammates Logan Coles and Tarek Robinson O'Hagan, our top two returners, throwing tonight. We also have, or throwing today, and we also have Robinson O'Hagan doing the shot put. And we all know what he did last year, throwing 60, 10 and a quarter at the New England indoor meet to set a state record. Word from his coach a few weeks ago that he's capable of throwing a considerable amount farther than that. So we could see another 60-plus footer today from Tarek. But as on the track, as you can see, we have the hurdles, the 55-meter hurdles. And again, 2 heats of the 55-meter hurdles. So we have Tom Kenwood, the starter there, signaling to the timing crew that the hurdlers are ready. And it looks like we just have Clinton Hopkins of Barrington and Josiah Narr of Bishop Hendricken running this heat. And it looks like Narr wins this heat. And next on the track is the second of 2 heats. Looks like Luke Mead of Bishop Hendricken in lane number 1, Nash of Woonsocket lane number 2, Jackson Duffy of Barrington lane number 3, Christian Demma of Exeter West Greenwich in lane number 4, Kirker Kazabian of South Kingstown in lane number 5, John Santos of Bishop Hendricken lane number 6, Eli Terrell of Barrington in lane number 7, and Anthony Bucco of Woonsocket in lane number 8.
Check into the 600, please. Check in 600.
And it looks like Mason Nash has the top time in this heat. He ran 8.40 at the class meet last year. So Hendricken's Luke Mead winning that heat. And I believe this is Luke's first year on the indoor track surface. So not a bad debut for Luke.
Did it sound good?
We're gonna get it.
So next on the track we have 3 heats of the 55-meter dash. Our first heat, Isaiah Cotter of South Kingstown, Tommy Frances of Bishop Hendricken, Noah DeSantis of the Prout School, Brett Mowry of Westerly, and Aaron Brady of Barrington.
Never really watched it.
So, like I was saying earlier, today's meet is the third day of meets that we've had here at the PCTA, and everything seems to be going well without any problems. We had the Sullivan Division boys and girls on Friday. Then yesterday, the Dwyer, the Bayhay, and the Headley divisions for girls, and today we have the Dwyer, Bayhay, and Headley divisions for boys. So Hendricken's Tommy Francis winning that heat. So we are going to try to get you some times for the previous races shortly. Next on the track is the second heat of the 55-meter hurdles. Dylan Walker of Rogers, Kimberly Pemberton of Bishop Hendricken, Matt Burns of South Kingstown, Noah Slitt of the Prout School, Robbie Wade of Westerly, and Jackson O'Connor of Barrington. So as promised, we do have some results. Bishop Hendricken winning that 4x200 meter relay, 136.28, with Barrington coming in second at 140.28, and Prout School at 149.45 for third. The 1500, we had Ryan Dyer winning at 4:14.63, Evan McGregor taking second in 4:15.56. So the second heat, a very close heat between Bishop Hendricken's Kimberly Pemberton and Matt Burns, going 1 and 2. And getting back to that 1500, so Evan Reynolds running 4:24.06 after winning the 3000. We don't have results on that yet, but we will get those to you shortly. And last, we had the final heat of the 55-meter dash, of the 55-meter hurdles. Sorry about that. Anthony Bucco of Woonsocket, Joe Garini of Westerly, Jake Wentworth of South Kingstown, Todd Schofield of Exeter West Greenwich, Thomas McAdams of Barrington, Aiden Skids of the Proud School, Braden Duran of Bishop Hendricken, and Franz Eliason of Rogers. So the third heat of the 55-meter dash on the track right now. Okay, the gun's up. So the third and final heat of the 55-meter dash. And it looks like a close race between Hendricken's Braden Duran and Joe Garini of Westerly. So we'll get you those results of the dash and the hurdles, as well as the 3K, once they become available. And as you can see, the high jump, we have the camera at the high jump, but right behind them is the first of 3 heats in the 600-meter run. Actually, 2 heats of the 600-meter run. Lane number 1, Aiden Fry of Exeter West Greenwich, Ben Slitt of the Proud School. And lane number 2, James Reed of South Kingstown, Tanner Kelly of Westerly, Andrew Harris of Barrington, Matthew Infantano of the Proud School, Justin Becerra of South Kingstown, Jacob Delcedo of Westerly, and Ryan Martley of Burrville. So it looks like we have 9 people in this opening heat of the 600.
You know how high it is? 600 is going up. I want to see if I can get his last jump. Stay with Ryan and then kind of watch me if I go like this slowly for 3 seconds, right?
So the first heat of the 600 getting ready to start here in a Dwyer division meet. Again, we're going to be followed by the Headley division and the Bayhay division. So all day here at the PCTA with boys division meets. And again, all live here, provided by Ocean State Running, our free live stream, which we plan to do all season with the league meets. And I've been told that the high jump bar could be at 5'10", so you just saw a brief glimpse of the high jump. So the first heat of the 600 underway.
Check in for the 300, please. Check in 300.
I believe that's Westerly's Tanner Kelly right there in the lead. And it looks like South Kingstown's James Reed right behind, with Barrington Andrew Harris in third. So Tanner Kelly taking the lead right now. And we'll try to give you a 400 split for Tanner, but he looks very strong, with James Reed of South Kingstown right behind. Well, 30 meters behind, and we got about 57 seconds at the 400 for Tanner Kelly. So running about a 128, or actually 126, 127 pace. So Tanner Kelly taking it home here in the 600. And like I said, right around 127 for that winning time for Tanner. 130, right around 130 for James Reed of South Kingstown. So next on the track is the second of two heats of the boys 600. Hayden Clare of Bishop Hendricken, Colin Boisvert of Barville, Nicholas Ark of Barrington, Jake Sierra of Westerly, Nathan Nash of Woonsocket, Joe Trombino of the Proud School, Antonio Capaldo of South Kingstown, Thomas Carroll of Exeter West Greenwich, and Jacob Nefeb of Bishop Hendricken. Or it looks like Jacob Nayfair. And I apologize if I am pronouncing some of these last names wrong. So I've been told the high jump bar is at 6 feet right now. We will be switching over to there to see how the athletes are doing there, but it looks like we still have a few people left. So the second heat of the 600 on the track. Looks like Hayden Antonio Capaldo of South Kingstown.
That's it, Nico. That's it, Nico. Stay right with that for now. Stay right with that.
Wesley and Hendricken taking the next 3 spots. But Capaldo taking the lead here. And about 56 seconds at the 400. Capaldo with a 127.92 PR. And Barrington's Nicholas Ark holding on to second. But Capaldo winning this race, and it looks like unofficially about 127, maybe 126. So right around his PR.
Check-in 1,000, please. Check-in 1,000.
So I believe that's John Santos of Bishop Hendricken making an attempt at 6 feet.
300 meters! Let's go to the starting line! 300 meters! Let me jump in the starting line, please!
And John was our state champion last indoor season, jumping a PR of 6'4". So he's our top returner, defending champion, so not surprised to see him there. And it looks like he is the only one remaining in the high jump. Yeah, John had a 2-inch PR to win that state title. He was the runner-up at the Class A championship. To Trey Maroka of Cumberland. So again, that bar is at 6 feet. And the man behind it is John Santos, our defending champion. And John's a senior at Hendricken. And going off shortly, we'll have the 300-meter dash. And we're going to have 3 heats of that. And it looks like about 13 kids total. And John Santos clearing 6 feet on his second attempt. So shortly we'll be having the 300 dash on the track. First heat, AJ Montero of Bishop Hendricken, Aiden Skids of the Prout School, and Brett Mowry of Westerly. So there they are, lining up for the first of 3 heats of the 300-meter dash. So the race is underway. Again, AJ Montero of Bishop Hendricken, Aiden Skids of the Prout School, and Brett Mowry of Westerly. Actually, it looks like just Brett Mowry. It looks like Aiden Skids and AJ Montero of Bishop Hendricken in this heat. So AJ Montero taking control here. Looks like right around 41 seconds for his time. Next on the line is the second heat of the 300-meter dash, and we have Robbie Wade of Westerly there in lane number 2, Noah Slitt of the Prout School in lane number 3, Matt Burns of South Kingstown in lane number 4, and right there in lane number 5, Keegan Gasbero. In lane number 6, Luke Mead of Bishop Hendricken. So 5 people in this heat. Okay, so the second heat is underway in the 300-meter dash. And that's Luke Mead taking the lead at the cutoff point, right behind Westerly's Robbie Wade, only a freshman. And he's going to put up a fight over here. And it does look like he is going to overtake him. So Robbie Wade taking this 300. Looks like just about 39 seconds, a little over 39 seconds, but only a freshman. And right now you have the final heat of the 300-meter dash, our third heat. Amani Roji of South Kingstown in lane number 2. Joe Garini of Westerly in lane number 3. Aaron Brady of Barrington in lane number 4. Jake Kopash of Bishop Hendricken in lane number 5. And Nathan Infano of the Prout School.
The next 2 meets. Okay?
So that is Joseph Garani of Westerly, but this is a very close race. South Kingstown's Amani Rose right there. And it looks like South Kingstown has taken this race in just about 39 seconds, maybe high 38. We will have the times for you when they come available, but right now those are unofficial times. We do have an official time for the 55-meter dash that was won by Brandon Duran of Bishop Hendricken, 6.81. Kamali Pemberton of Bishop Hendricken getting second, 6.93. And Joe Garnieri of Westerly getting third in 6.96. So the top three guys under 7 seconds. 600 was won by Antonio Capaldo of South Kingstown, 126.92. Nicholas Ark of Barrington, 127.92. And Tanner Kelly of Westerly winning that first heat, but finishing third overall, 128.02. So again, that's John Santos at the high jump area. In, I believe the bar is at 6'2". And on the track, we're going to have 2 heats of the 1,000-meter run. Sam Bresky of Exeter West Greenwich, Christopher Lux of Woonsocket, Camden Kelly of Westerly, Drew Terrell of South Kingstown, Benjamin McDermott of Barrington, Ethan Sweet of the Prout School, Nicholas Angel of Exeter West Greenwich, Henry Craven of South Kingstown, and Joe Trabano of the Prout School in Section 1 of 2. So the first heat of the 1,000-meter run lining up. That's 5 laps around this track. And we do have Anthony Capaldo in the second heat. He's our top returner, or one of our top returners, with a 2:39.75 best. So he's the guy to look at in the second heat. Although Antonio did win the 600 earlier, so we'll see how much strength he's got coming back. So again, the first heat of the 1,000-meter run. And that's the Prout School's Ethan Sweet taking the lead and taking it with authority. Second is Westerly freshman Camden Kelly.
Check in 4x4, check in 4x4.
But the Prout School's Ethan Sweet, a sophomore, taking a substantial lead here in the 1,000-meter run, the first heat. Unofficially, I got him about 68 seconds. So Ethan Sweet already with about a 40-meter lead. And we are just coming up on 3 laps into this race. It looks like right about 147 at the 600 mark. And that's Drew Terrell of South Kingstown in second place. So right about 228, 229 at 800 meters for Prout. Sophomore Ethan Sweet. In South Kingstown's Drew Terrell in second place. But this is Ethan's race to win.
That kid's still jumping. The ball went up. But he can't jump when he's really doing racing the track. He stops on the track.
So Ethan Sweet, our winner here in heat number 1 of the 1,000. So next on the track will be our second of 2 heats in the 1,000-meter run.
Coaches.
Nicholas Cozzolino of Westerly, Blake Sykes of the Prout School, Elliot Lafort of Barrington, Antonio Capalbo of South Kingstown, Drew Pascanique of Woonsocket, Michael Camacho of Exeter West Greenwich, Garrett Daly of Burrville, Ryan Dwyer of Bishop Hendricken, and Wilson Jablonski of Bishop Hendricken.
We're going to change the amount of entries per team. Also, we may change the jobs around.
So that was John Santos of Bishop Hendricken making an attempt at 6'2". Again, he's our defending state champion in this event, leaping a PR of 6'4" last year.
Still going. He's got 2 more attempts at this race. But he can't really jump when the race is started.
So the final heat of the 1,000-meter run, we just had 2 heats. And we get Bishop Hendricken's Ryan Dwyer and Wilson Jablonski. Filling those 1-2 positions. That's Ryan in with bib number 8. And Ryan was our 1,500 champion running 4:14, and it looks like he wants to get the double wins here today. Looks like about 63 seconds for the opening 400 for Ryan Dwyer, a 1500 champion. Trying to make it 2 today. So Wilson Jablonski and Antonio Capalbo of South Kingstown are 600 winner in 3rd. Right about 136 at the 600. So Ryan Dwyer, Wilson Jablonski, and Antonio Capalbo. And Antonio taking over the 2nd spot right now. Ryan Dwyer holding about a 15-20 meter lead. Right about 2:14 at the 800. Ryan Dwyer trying to win his 2nd event of the day. He's digging down deep here on the backstretch, but Antonio Capalbo is right with him. We are going to have a race here, people. And Antonio takes over the lead. And he is going to win this heat, so he wins 2 races for the day. Looks like about 2:44 for that winning time. And that's after running the 600 not too long ago. So an impressive performance by Antonio. When I put this down, can you hear me? If I go like this?
I don't think so.
All right, my son has to use the bathroom. So I might have to. What's up next? The football. So John Santos here from Bishop Hendricken trying to make that attempt at 6'2". I believe he has one more attempt at that height. And then the final event on the track will be the 4x400 relay. And in that race, we're going to have just one heat of Barrington, Bishop Hendricken, the Prout School, and Westerly. So John not liking that run up. So John Santos not making that attempt. I believe that was his final attempt in the high jump.
Athletes, make sure you realize that.
But Santos winning the high jump today.
In the video, the stream of the meet today, you and your parents can watch it. By the time you get home, it will be on your phone or TV.
So one more event here on the track in the Dwyer Division meet. And again, we have Barrington, Bishop Hendricken, the Prout School, and Westerly. So our 4x400 is underway. And Barrington taking the early lead after one lap. So Barrington with a good lead on the first leg. So a very strong leg by the Barrington runner. About a 3 to 4 second lead on Hendricken right now. So Barrington leading this 4x800, and that's Holden Vaughn running the leg for Barrington. But Hendricken coming up strong. Holding running the 3,000 earlier in the meet. So slightly out of his element, but running well. And Hendricken trying to come on strong here. But Holden running a strong leg for Barrington. But the Hawks have closed the gap to about 2 seconds. Last year, Hendricken was a runner-up at the New England Championships in this event. And the Hawks were third at the state meet. But this could be Barrington's day. It all depends on that final leg. But right now, Barrington holding about a 3 to 4 second lead over the Hawks. And their leg has taken off. So Barrington leading this race from the start, looking like they're going to finish the deal. And Prout School taking over number 2 position. But the 4x400 is all Barrington, leading from the start and finishing it off. So we do have some results from the 1,000 earlier in the meet. Antonio Capalbo of South Kingstown, 2:45.29 to win the race, his second of the day, and Ryan Dwyer, second place, 2:47.12. And like I said earlier, Antonio is our 600 meter champion too, so a double winner here today. He ran 1:26.92 for the 600. And we do have results from the high jump. So John Santos, as we said, 6'2" to win it. Taking second place was Josiah Nahr of Hendricken at 5'8". We do have results from the shot put. As expected, Tarek Robinson O'Hagan of Woonsocket winning. 59 feet 1 1/4. So a very good throw from Tarek for his season opening throw. Ryan Hazard of South Kingstown second, also going over 60 feet, 5 feet and a half inch. In the weight throw, Logan Cole's winning with a great throw of 76 1 1/4, and Tarek Robinson O'Hagan getting second, also with a very good throw, 73 10 1/2.
Nobody else going on track. It's gotta be it. Right, Steve? It's over? We gotta end this game.
Yeah, so this is the end of the Dwyer division meet. And like I said, coming up, we're going to have the Headley division meet followed by the Bayhay division meet.
Great. Next one. Yeah, that's great. Then you can take a break. We're gonna look up through them. We're gonna work halfway through the next one, so I'm gonna go. You good, Steve? Alright, so let's end the stream.